The era of doubt at the Spotify Camp Nou hasn't just been silenced, it has been completely erased. If you were watching La Liga 6 months ago, you saw a Barcelona side adrift, financially strained, tactically predictable, and sitting 5 points behind a Real Madrid side that looked untouchable under Xabi Alonso. But football changes fast, and under Hansi Flick, it has changed at a pace that has left the rest of Europe breathless. Since that stinging defeat at the Bernabeu, something clicked. The gears shifted. Barca didn't just start winning, they started punishing teams. It began with a professional 3-1 over Elche, followed by a high-octane 4-2 victory against Celta de Vigo, where the verticality of Marcus Rashford began to reshape the attack. Then came the statement performances, a 4-0 demolition of Athletic Club, another 3-1 over Alaves, and a tactical masterclass against Atletico Madrid. By the time they navigated a chaotic 5-3 thriller against Real Betis and secured clean sheet wins over Osasuna and Villarreal, the reality was undeniable. 8 consecutive wins, 26 goals, a 4-point lead at the summit of La Liga. This is the story of how the Winter Champions were born from the ashes of a crisis. When Hansi Flick walked through the doors on May 29, 2024, he inherited a club in survival mode. But Flick is one of only 2 managers in history to secure a sextuple, and he didn't come to Catalonia to manage a decline. He came to start a revolution. While the world expected big-name transfers to save the club, Flick looked inward. Aside from the arrival of Dani Olmo, he put his faith in the DNA of La Masia. He didn't just give youngsters minutes, he gave them the keys to the engine room. Players like Marc Bernal and Marc Casado weren't just backups. They became the heartbeat of a system built on 2 non-negotiable pillars: elite physical conditioning and a defensive line so high it borders on the suicidal. Flick's first full year was nothing short of legendary. He secured a historic treble, clinching La Liga at the RCDE Stadium, fueled by the magic of Lamine Yamal. He snatched the Copa del Rey from Real Madrid in the final minutes thanks to a lion-hearted effort from Jules Koundé, and he humiliated their eternal rivals 5-2 in the Spanish Super Cup. Perhaps most impressively, he accomplished what many thought impossible, winning every single Clásico in a single season. He didn't just beat Madrid, he dismantled the aura of the Galacticos 2.0. But the true genius of Flick lies in the individual resurrections. Robert Lewandowski, once whispered to be past his prime, exploded for 42 goals. Pedri returned to his status as the world's premier midfield conductor. Frenkie de Jong found his rhythm again, and Raphinha transformed from a hard-working winger into perhaps the most influential player in world football, posting a staggering 34 goals and 26 assists. Even Íñigo Martínez, who many thought was a stopgap signing, became the veteran general the defense desperately needed. Coming into the 2025 to 2026 campaign, the question was whether this peak was sustainable. The answer has been a resounding yes. Flick has treated the squad like a chess grandmaster, integrating Marcus Rashford, Rooney Bargi, and the goalkeeper Joan Garcia, while promoting the electric Pau Fernandes from the academy. Even a brutal injury crisis that sidelined stars like Lamine Yamal, Gavi, and Ronald Araujo couldn't stop the momentum. This Barca 2.0 is actually statistically superior to the treble-winning side of last year. The turning point was December. After a shaky autumn where they fell 5 points behind Madrid, Barca went on a rampage. They finished the year as winter champions, bolstered by a flawless home record. Whether playing at Montjuic, the Johan Cruyff Stadium, or finally returning to the cathedral of the Spotify Camp Nou, the result was the same: total dominance. They have 14 more points than they did at this stage last season. They are scoring more and conceding less. The defensive stability has been anchored by a new-look back four. With Íñigo Martínez gone and Andreas Christensen out of the long-term plans, Flick has relied on the youth of Pau Cubarsí and the surprising emergence of Gerard Martin. Cubarsí, at just 18, is already a tactical anomaly, a defender who can shut down Vinicius Jr. one moment and complete 100% of his passes the next. He isn't just the future, he is the most vital component of the present. If you love the beautiful game, stick with us. Subscribe and see all our future football videos. In the midfield, the story of the season is Eric Garcia. Often a scapegoat in previous years, Eric has played every single match this campaign. His versatility is Flick's secret weapon. Whether filling in at center back, shielding the defense as a pivot, or even slotting in at right back, his tactical intelligence has been flawless. He leads the team in ball progression and chances created from deep, proving that reliability is often the greatest ability. And then there is the man between the sticks, Joan Garcia. Since taking over the goal, the team's metrics have shifted upward across the board. He isn't just a shot stopper, he is a playmaker in gloves. His performance against Villarreal, featuring a perfect long ball accuracy and 6 clean sheets in the bag, has ended any debate about the starting goalkeeper. He provides the calm in the storm that allows the rest of the team to push so high up the pitch. In the final third, the variety is frightening. Barcelona is the only club in the top 5 leagues with 4 different players having already crossed the 5-goal threshold this early. Ferran Torres is playing the best football of his life, channeling the ghost of David Villa with 11 goals by December. Lamine Yamal continues to rewrite the record books as a Ballon d'Or finalist, leading the league in assists. Marcus Rashford has adapted seamlessly, becoming a missile that breaks defensive lines with pure pace and silken technique. To understand why this attack is so lethal, you have to look at how Flick has evolved the roles of his star wingers. Marcus Rashford has been refined into a multifunctional forward. While his instinct is to cut inside from the left, Flick has frequently used him as a central number 9 to stretch the opposition. His primary tactical value is in the half-space movement, operating in the gaps where defenders are most vulnerable. He isn't just a runner anymore. He's a creator who contributes a goal or assist every 81 minutes. On the other side, Lamine Yamal is the architect of this total football. Flick has recently experimented with Yamal in a central number 10 role to maximize his vision. This allows him to influence the game from deeper areas, much like a young Messi, linking the midfield to the attack. Whether he is staying wide to stretch the pitch or drifting inside to create a numerical advantage, his tactical maturity at 18 is what allows this system to function. Together, Rashford and Yamal provide Flick with tactical unpredictability. They rotate mid-match, swapping flanks and roles to exploit weaknesses. But they also carry the defensive load. Both have mastered the pressing triggers required to maintain that high defensive line, ensuring that the opponent suffocates before they can even think about a counterattack. Flick's Barcelona closed out 2025 with 169 goals, the highest tally in club history without Lionel Messi. It is an average of nearly 3 goals a game. This isn't just a hot streak, it's a cultural shift. They press until the opponent vanishes, they attack no matter the scoreline, and they have rediscovered the arrogance that defines the greatest teams in history. The giants of Europe are officially on notice. The Finnish team is now the team everyone is running from.